Part 2 of Chapter 3. I was digging in my purse for actual cash because I didn't want to use my debit card for two separate transactions. I had some awful luck with that one time. I was just using my card up over the weekend about 2 years ago. I went to Taco Bell and brought some tacos and nachos, but when they didn't have any empanadas, I drove to another one just to buy two of them for $1 each. The next day I went to Walgreens and brought some milk. Then I went to Stater Brothers to buy some other stuff. I went to Walmart and shopped a little there, and then went to Payless as well. All you need to know is that I didn't realize my husband had written a check to his younger brother who was in college in Atlanta, and all my purchases bounced. Now the good thing is the bank covered them for me, but not without charging me $30 for each one. Honey, all you need to know is that when it was all said and done and was over with, I was in the hole by almost $500. I had 14 charges that were no more than $60 in total. Even the $2 tacos were charged $30. I wanted to cry. I wrote the bank a letter, and they had no remorse for me. The bad thing is that I have two bank accounts, but I thought I could use the one for the minor charges and be all right. Man, was I ever wrong. I'm just so unlucky. I found the $20 and felt a little bit better. I don't know why. Maybe it was the Holy Spirit, but something told me to get a salad and a Diet Coke. I didn't. I ordered a large French fry for the kids in case they wanted to munch on something. I gave Braxton the bag to hold and I warned him about the hot fries, and we made our way through the doors to get to the play area. I really liked this particular McDonald's because the play area was inside. I don't have to worry about all the noisy traffic and bugs, or heat in the summer months or cold in the winter. It was a nice place for a fat woman with 6 kids and a husband in Iraq to spend some quality time. Not. I was standing up and helping Belinda to get out of the stroller when I looked up and saw Sasha and Kenya heading my way. I wanted to disappear. Both of them had changed clothes and were now wearing identical workout clothes. Kenya had on a yellow sports bra and pink spandex shorts with some yellow and pink gym shoes. And Sasha had on a pink sports bra and yellow spandex shorts with the same pink and yellow gym shoes. This was too much for me. I put the fries on top of the table and gave a few to Braxton and then helped him out of the stroller. Belinda grabbed a handful and ran to the slide. I looked at my devotional book that had miraculously multiplied in the last 5 minutes to become 4 separate books. Sonia! Oh my goodness! I can't believe I'm seeing you 2 times in one day and haven't seen you once in 7 or 8 years, Sasha said sweetly. I'm so lucky. I strained back. Hi, Sister Little. Where are Bernard Jr. and Brittany? I didn't see them at church today, Kenya asked even though she knew the answer. They are spending the week at my parents' house. I missed them already. I just might go back up there myself and spend the week. Sounds good to me. I need a vacation too. We have been out of school for a week and I haven't done anything, Kenya announced. All of a sudden, Kenya began waving frantically. Somebody she knew was parking and coming into McDonald's. That's my girl Chanel. I'll be back. And she was gone. It was really something to hear Kenya with so much energy. Usually, she'd walk silently into church, sit quietly in church, quickly exit church after services, and go straight to Diana's car without so much as a "have a great week." Heck, I didn't even know she knew my name, much less my baby's. Now here I was, stuck here with Miss Fancy Pants. At this point, I don't know what to talk about with her, Nor do I have a single thing in common with Sasha, other than the fact that our names begin with the letter S. She spoke up first after an uncomfortable half minute. My goodness, these fries are starting to get to me. I have been living practically carb free for 5 years straight, and I'm not about to mess it up now. I eat one french fry, and I might as well give all my clothes to the Goodwill, and then hit up Lane Bryant in the morning, Sasha complained. Girl, please. You fit and trimmed women are always fussing about your weight. The little bit that you do have. Eat one of these fries. You know you won't regret it in the morning, I coaxed. Not a chance. Child, you don't know how I have to battle on a weekly basis to stay this size. As long as I stay out of the fast food joints and buy small bags of chips and miniature candy bars every 3 months, I'm straight. I couldn't believe it. In her own little way, Sasha was admitting that she wasn't perfect. She was just like the rest of us with concerns of weight and appearance. I have to be honest, it was starting to fascinate me. I tried one more time to give her a french fry just to see what she would do. Sasha, I feel rude eating in your face. Please take a couple of these fries. If you don't, I'll end up eating them all by myself. You don't want to be responsible for contributing to my obesity, now do you? Sasha did something totally unpredictable. I was not prepared for it in the least. If anything, I thought she would have succumbed to the smell, taste, and temptation of french fries. And within seconds, we'd be finger fighting over the potatoes. Look, put your cell phone number in my phone, and I'm going to go outside and call you from there. You think I'm playing, but I cannot stay in here a second longer. Don't even worry about your whole name. I don't have any other numbers in there because I just got it 30 minutes ago, Sasha said as she rose to exit McDonald's. I quickly put my phone number in her contacts, then she grabbed the phone and quickly headed out of the restaurant. I thought she was going to go on the outside and call, but she went right over to her car, sat down, and closed the door. A minute later, my phone rang. Sasha? Yes, Sonia, it's me. Girl, I had to get out of there. Those greasy fries and burgers were calling my name, and I had to ignore them. Then it got to the point that I couldn't ignore them, so I had to bounce. You just don't know. I don't even stop at places like this to buy salads or diet colas. The smell alone is enough to make me change up my whole order. You mean to tell me you don't eat fast food? Are you into healthy foods or something? I try to eat right. I work out 4 days a week. Twice a year in March and October, I buy a 24 pack of those small chips and a bag of miniature candy bars. The thing is, when I run out, I run out. I allow myself to eat fast food 4 times a year. On New Year's Eve, in May for my birthday, and the first day of July and September. I'll order one of those combos and they will last me for like 3 or 4 months. If a day comes and I'm not in the mood for the fast food, then I just give myself a rain check. I can't even lie. That was some bizarre thinking that Sasha had going on. This woman was serious as a heart attack about keeping her weight down. I had so many questions going on in my head. I didn't even know where to begin. Finally, I thought of the easiest one. Why? Now, Sonia, I know you remember my mom and dad. They were not the skinniest people around. Sasha, your mom is a size 2. What are you talking about? You see, that is what she was while on crack. And my dad had to have a size 28 waist, and he was 6'2". People don't seem to remember them when they were healthy and thriving citizens, but I do. For the first time, Sasha's life was starting to make sense to me. She had a painful childhood. Yeah, So true. She was cute and popular and had the best singing voice this side of Palm Springs. But deep down inside, she was hurting daily. Her parents were, in fact, crackheads. I even began to feel a little bit guilty. Guilty because as teenagers, I did not take the time out to question why certain people acted certain ways. I was guilty for thinking all those negative things about Sasha. She was who she was, and I finally understood why she did all those negative things because of the way her life was. Sasha's parents were both college graduates and had nice jobs. Her father was an accountant, and her mother was a librarian for the county. They had been well off like my family. It was short term for them because by the time Sasha was 9, all that fairy tale life had disappeared. Sasha had a younger sister that was hit and killed by a car right in front of the family's home. This disaster tore the family to shreds. When the church counseling wasn't enough for them and proved helpless in their eyes, both parents turned to alcohol as an escape. The gin, rum, and vodka seemed to work, or at least numb them from the fact that they lost a child. Then the cocaine was offered. The bank accounts dwindled, the work days lessened, and before you knew it, the mortgage wasn't being paid. Both parents lost their jobs, the house, and then Sasha. Thank goodness her grandmother was healthy and stable enough to take her in. I recovered long enough to say, right, I forgot about that. I know most people have, but I can't. I never will. All I could do is make sure that in my life, I don't disappoint anyone. As much as I want children, I can't have any until I know I've married my soulmate and we're going to raise them together. That's one of the many things I admire about you. Look at you with just 6 children, all by the same man. You don't find that these days. You have strong family values, something that's almost unheard of nowadays.